Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, March 28th, and this review is going to be about Beyond the Gates. I apologize for it being so late again. Just bear with me. It's just not enough hours in a day, But this is important to me, and I've made a commitment to you all, and I'm going to do my best to honor that commitment, even if it means it's late sometimes. So, well, right on time. I'm so sorry. Hair. Sorry. So we start Beyond the Gates with Kat looking at her phone, waiting for Eva to expose herself. We saw yesterday she put the camera in Nicole's office and she's setting Eva up to try to catch her doing something nefarious. Then we see, and I didn't see the scene. My daughter had to tell me what happened because I was scared to rewind and have to see an ad on the CBS app. But Haley sees Bill hugging the woman. I missed that 10 seconds, but she told me what happened. I trust her. It's pretty good to see that. Pretty easy to describe that. And then we see them talking, and it's very flirty. The dialogue between Bill and I forgot her name, Lucinda maybe. I don't know if it even matters, but very flirty. She says she's good at keeping secrets from her husband. That their time together have replenished her. He was like, "Oh, girl, me too." I was like, "Damn, Bill." Like right out there. I said he's a dirty ass dog. He's so dirty you had to say it twice. But he also said he was stimulated. Um, yeah, it was gross. And then Haley comes in and was like, "Yo, what was that about?" He changes the subjects and then asks if she's jealous. And I was like, who wouldn't be? Who could witness that and not be jealous? I don't care how secure you are in your relationship. That you can't ignore what you see and hear right before your very eyes and ears. But Bill does explain it away, and I thought that that's probably the same way he explained stuff away with Danny. When Danny saw things and had questions, he probably smoothed things over with her just the same way he is with Haley right now. And then effectively he changed the subject. He in 30 seconds he had Haley going from being like, "Who is this bitch?" to, "Oh, Chelsea, Naomi, my family." It was so fast. I was like, he's probably actually really a great lawyer. The dialogue, who's ever writing for Bill, they really have a clear vision for his character because he infuriates me. The audacity, the ego that man has, it comes across very clear. They are very experienced in writing and I've said this before, but like a Adam Chandler, like a Asa Buchanan, like that bad guy who doesn't mind being bad, but doesn't know they're bad, Lorinda, that was the lady's name, because Haley said something that made Bill say, "You sound like Lorinda." I was like, "Damn, Bill, yeah, fucked up there. You shouldn't do that. You never tell a woman they sound like another woman." And then that's brought it right back up to Haley's attention. She was like, "Oh, by the way, let's finish that." Um, he said he's playing her to get info from her so that he can actually represent the husband, which does not feel legal to me. It does feel like a conflict of interest. I mean, we know Bill is shading his personal life, but looks like he's shading his professional life as well. Ugh. Bill tells Haley he wishes he could add more hours to the day. If we could all just take a minute and roll our eyes together. Bill wants more hours of the day so he can spend more time with Haley. Ugh. There are not enough eyeballs in the world to convey not annoyance. Haley is then embarrassed because she was jealous, and Bill says she shouldn't be insecure. And I hate it when people act like that, when a gaslight, and they will just flip everything all the way around to where you actually believe that you was wrong. It's gross, and I think it bothers me personally because I've been in those situations where I've fell victim to it, where I've been like, "You were wrong." Then it's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," and then be like, "Wait, what happened? Wait, what? Oh, I love you." um, but I don't feel bad for Haley. It wasn't that serious to where I would feel bad for her, but it did gross me out a little bit. He's a narcissist. I think Bill and Martin have a lot in common. I don't see Bill being physically abusive, but I can see Martin being physically abusive. But they're both like egotistical narcissists who can't be accountable for their own actions. Haley's listening to him talk about getting old with her, and I'm like, girl, he is pretty close to being there already. He's halfway there, and it's everything he's telling you. He told Danny before you, and probably the women he cheated on Danny with too before. So, all right, then we see Leslie, and she is. I was like scrunched down like this. I was like, let me sit up. It's not good for my back. Leslie is taunting Ted. They are at the bar where we picked up from yesterday. How many aliases does Leslie have? Are they aliases? Are they personalities? Is she playing? Is she crazy? I don't know. But he called her Anna. No, he called her Dana. And we've seen her call herself Anna before, and she was Sherry before. Is Leslie even her real name? I don't even know. But she's becoming a little more fun to me. After today, I was just like, damn. Like, you got... Maybe the names that she uses are coordinated with her wigs. Because, I name mine too. So maybe that's what it is. But I don't know. It was pretty... It tickled me today. I want to know how many there are. How many identities Sherry, Leslie, Anna, Dana has. And I was multitasking, y'all, forgive me, but I had some other things to do, so I did not hear every bit of the conversation, but I was doing my best to pay attention to it and do the other thing I had to do and take notes. So I do know that Ted, and it's also hard to listen to Ted because he's doing that theater thing that he does. It's annoying. But what do I call her? I'm gonna call her Leslie. Leslie says she did get the abortion, like she told him, but it wasn't clear to me whether he told her to get the abortion and gave her the money. She said she was getting the abortion and took the money. She said she had already had the abortion by the time that he know. I would like more info, and maybe the info was presented to us and I just missed it. If so, please comment below and let me know. Fill in the blanks for me. Yeah. So he offers her more money. She was like, how much money? I was like, well, girl, that's the right answer to that question. Leslie but she's more than the money. She's mad that he never asked her what she wanted, what her goal was. He just assumed it was money. All right, then we have Kat and Ted. They're inside. Leslie has left. They're looking at the menu. Ted asks why Kat is all on her phone. She says she's waiting for a text from Kat. Ted was like, I'm surprised you got those two mixed up. They talked. You can predict. You guys probably already saw what they talked about. Nothing new was said there. Then Nicole does get there, but before she goes up to Ted and now I'm getting mixed up. Ted and Kat. Nicole sees Doug and Vanessa and says hi to them. Nicole is surprised that she doesn't see Doug at the hospital because she says they never get to hang out. And Vanessa's like, well, he's always working. He's always at the hospital. And Nicole's like, damn, I don't never see you there. You, for real, at the hospital, same hospital? Doug was like, yeah, well, we must work different shifts and da-da-da-da-da, and our paths don't cross. Lying ass, making excuses, as they do. We know why. Then Nicole then goes and joins Kat and Nicole. We'll come back to that. But Joy shows up and makes Doug very nervous immediately, as we know why. Vanessa quickly invites Doug to join them. Vanessa invites Joey to Doug. Y'all. Vanessa invites Joey to join her and Doug very quickly. Doug tries to say no on Joey's behalf, like, oh, I'm sure he's very busy, blah, 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 blah. Vanessa is kind of like, yo, you messing with my commission right now. But Joey does decline, and he leaves. Then Vanessa and Doug kind of have a bit of a banter, a bit of an argument. And Doug says he can ask Vanessa if she can blame him for not wanting to be associated with a man of his reputation. Doug is So messed up. All right, then we see Kat with her parents, and Nicole has approached her and Ted. They're sitting down, but Kat is all in her phone, watching the camera. Eva approaches. Then we see she's watching Eva approach the file cabinet. The file cabinet is labeled patient files. Why you got a locked file cabinet if the key in the lock? I was just a little bit confused, but that's what happened. Eva goes through the file, and I missed this part, but my daughter told me that she was looking at Sherry's file, which I felt like maybe if she got cornered, she could explain away, because Nicole did want her to do research on her, so it wouldn't be legit, but I could see where, like, Eva's a good liar. She maybe could have spun that. But, yeah, she's just reading a story about Sherry's man, Ted, leaving her, even though she don't know it's Ted. Well, she didn't call him Ted. Sherry didn't admit that it was Ted, but Eva knows that it was Ted. Then we see Kat's phone dies, and she freaks out. She's like, does anybody have a charger? They're like, no. She's like, I have to go home. We gotta go home. They're like, no, we just ordered drinks. We chilling. Is there a reason why is the house on fire or something? She's like, no, just come as soon as you can. And she flees the scene. Then we have Nicole and Ted still there, and they're kind of just reminiscing as they do, gazing into each other's eyes about their love story. And they brought up their specific part of their past where Nicole says, I wouldn't have blamed you, if you would have, like, jumped ship or something like that when times got hard. Apparently there was a time when they had already had Martin, but she was obsessed with having another baby, and I guess Ted didn't want the other baby. I don't know. He didn't want to have another baby. But they did eventually get pregnant with Kat. And that sent off like alarms in my brain. And I don't know if you guys know. I don't know, because I can't assume that everyone's been watching me for the whole time. You might be someone, this is your first video. I am a writer, not a soap opera writer. I've written a few things, so but I'm mostly a poet, but I also do pretty well in any style of writing. So I have a lot of ideas, like most fans we do. I'm not the only one, obviously. But as Nicole and Ted were having a conversation, I started going, and I thought, what if Kat and Eva were switched at birth? That's a fun soap story. As I thought it through, it didn't really work. It would have too many plot holes. But for a second there, I was like, ooh, how crazy would that be if Eva was Nicole and Ted's daughter, and Kat was Leslie and Ted's daughter, because Kat is crazy, kind of like Leslie. But I don't see why Leslie would give up her baby. But then again, she crazy, so maybe she just did it for kicks. It could happen. But I'm not saying, this is not me predicting that's what's going to happen, as I do try to predict things sometimes. This is more just like a crazy idea that would, ooh, what if? That would be fun. Fun. But it would be fun to watch. Like, how much story that would give? It'd be crazy. Then we go back to Eva. She's still at their house, and she's looking through the file, but she sees the camera. She's like, oh, shit. Throws the file back. Is running to get her shit to get out. I don't really know what she was thinking except for exit. And meanwhile, Kat has, obviously, she had a charger in the car or something, because we see the wire hanging from her phone when she puts her phone down, and she runs into place and calls Kat a basic bitch and goes off into Nicole's office. Eva is hiding behind some plants while Kat goes into the office. Eva's about to run out, but she sees Kat's phone right there and was like, oh, you dumb bitch. And we assume she erases the footage. She could have deleted the whole app for all we know. All right, then we see Martin and Smitty. They get home, want to check on the kids. I think that's actually happened yesterday. Tyrell has a black eye. He lies and said he had a mishap with his bike. But you can tell it's bullshit. Like, you don't have to be a parent to know that's a blatant lie. Like, you don't have no other scratches, nowhere else, just the eye from a bicycle accident. Alright. We later see Tyrell upstairs, and Smitty's cleaning his wound, giving him some cream for the scars. Yo, the only thing would have made it better if he would have like did some cocoa butter. The only thing could have made it better if he said it was cocoa butter. And I'd be like, all right, Smitty, you understand. But still, I appreciated the scene. It was sweet. I feel bad for Smitty. He is a strong single father in that marriage. He tries to get Tyrell to open up to him, but it fails. Then we also see Martin downstairs, and he's trying to get information from Samantha. The only thing I really gained from that was that she has a 4.2 GPA. All right, way to not just be rich. Like I'll say I'm proud of her. I don't know. That's the mother in me. It's just like yes, Black excellence. I appreciate you. All right. Then we see Martin and Smitty downstairs, and they're both comparing notes about trying to get information from their kids and didn't, but says they will figure it out together. That roll of my eyes was not for Smitty. That was for Martin. It's always for Martin. In case anybody wonders, in case you're new here, I don't fuck with Martin. We see the kids upstairs talking. There's a lot of kid dialogue, and I wanted to cringe at the dialogue, but then like, it felt like people trying to be young and hip, and I'm like, maybe I'm just not young and hip, and that's just hard to accept, because they was like, no cap and sus, and I was just like, oh, but I think I'm just, I think I'm just old, y'all. It's hard to accept. I feel like a single tear should fall down from my eye, but I'm trying, because generally I do appreciate Beyond the Gates dialogue, so I know I'm tripping. I know that it's me. You know, it happens. It's okay. Everybody gets old. It's better than not. You know, if you're not getting old, you're dying. So it's okay. One step at a time. All right, but Samantha does tell Tyrell that he should tell the truth. Eventually, their parents are going to figure it out, that a big jock sucker punched him in the face. Then we see Martin and Smitty downstairs talking about it's hard to have your child lie to their face. My daughter is about 10 feet away from me, so sorry, my child. But that's I felt that, because it is hard. It is hard as a parent to like have your child look you in the face and lie to you, and you know they lying, but you might not have no proof, but you know because you can tell them, but they not ready to give it up because they like, you can't prove it, and it's like a standoff of emotions. That shit sucks. And you know, it happens to everybody. Show me a teenager that it don't happen to me, you know, just Growing Pains. Oh, now I'm thinking about the show Growing Pains. If y'all my age, you might remember the show Growing Pains with Kirk Cameron, Joanna Kearns, Robin Thicke, Robin Thicke's daddy, Alan Thicke. That was a good show. Look, Chrissy, you know, she grew up to be the one that played the on The Last of Us, the mother. All right, that's a hell of a tangent. I'm sorry. But I kind of want to watch an episode of Growing Pains and see if it still feels good to me, or if it's just nostalgia. You know what? I'm going to write that down on my list. Growing Pains. So I used to love that show. All right, let's focus. Kids lying to your face. Oh, Martin is the one that says it's hard to have your kids lie to your face. And then Smitty says it's not the lies, but the lies covering up. And that's, to me, just showing more of the difference in their characters. Martin does not want to be lied to. Smitty just cares about what's going on with the kids. Like I say, he's a great single dad. I'm really proud of him. Martin says the kids are being bullied, and because of that, because Tyrell's being bullied, so he needs both of his parents. And then I rolled my eyes again, so I was like, here you go again, taking this situation, twisting the context to be able to get what you want. It was basically just for him to say another reason why Smitty shouldn't be working right now. He's such a narcissist. I do not like Martin. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't like Martin whatsoever. All right, so then we see Tyrell upstairs talking to Samantha, and we don't know if this is the truth, but this is the story that he told Samantha as she's pestering him to tell the truth. He's like, no, it's stuff, it's details you don't know. This is what actually happened. He says someone, when he was in the locker room changing in his little tidy whities, someone took a picture and then sent it to Jessica, one of the prettiest girls at school. Jessica's boyfriend, big stocky football player guy, saw the picture and assumed that, you know, he had sent it because it was of him, and that's why he punched him. That I can see that happening, but I also don't know if it's true. I feel like it feels a bit simple to me. I feel like that might be a lie. Tyrell, we don't really know Tyrell that well yet, but we're getting to know him. That might be a lie Tyrell came up with to convince Samantha to shut up. I kind of hope it is because I want a little more. But that's not, maybe that's me being unfair because that's not like a not juicy story. That's revenge. Is that revenge porn? I feel like that might fall under revenge porn. But it's stuff like that happens. People get, people, it's hard to think about because I'm a mom, y'all. But people take pictures. People get pictures taken of them. They present them as willingly, and then they get used against them. So maybe that is the story. Maybe it's just a revenge porn story slash bullying. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Then we are at the casino. Doug went straight to the casino right after Joey, but this is before Doug is there. Joey gives Randy a deck of cards, cheating. I guess they're marked cards to make people lose. Randy's like, oh, well, no, Joey gives Randy the cards. He walks off. Doug gets there. Randy's like, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't gamble. Matter of fact, your wife, Vanessa, looking for you. Doug is like, oh, really? When she text you looking for me? He was like an hour ago. Doug's like, no, she wasn't. I was with her. I'm like, why are you so mad at your friend when he's trying to help you? Like, you gotta know you got a problem. Like, are you not at the step one of admitting you got a problem yet? Very annoying. But Randy's trying to help. He's making up excuses. He's saying maybe you shouldn't do this, but tells Doug to slow his roll. But it does not work. And we also see a flash of Vanessa still at the bar. And Vanessa, I couldn't see like whose post it was. I'm thinking it might have been Joey's post. It might have been Randy. Somebody posted about the casino, and we saw like cars and the poker chips there. So I was thinking she was gonna see like a Doug in the background of one of those pictures and realize that he was lying to her. He was gambling. Then she was gonna go hit up Diego. But I don't know if that's gonna happen because we didn't see it in this episode. We later see Joey warning Randy to stop trying to protect Doug because he's getting away with his money, and that's gonna be the last time he do that. Randy tries to act like innocent, then he's like, all right, let me stop messing around. Oh, that's it. Well, yeah, 22 innocent. That would explain it. But that's not where the show ended. I forgot my last notes. The show actually ended with Nicole and Ted getting home and asking Kat what was going on. And she's like, oh, I'm about to show you. And she pulls out her phone, and you can tell by a look on her face that like whatever Eva did just destroyed all of her plans. And then we see Eva, and Eva's like taking a shot and was like, you lose, and calls her a bitch or something like that. So it appears that Eva got the upper hand on Kat. Which again, there may be a couple of plot holes in there, but I ain't mad because I like Eva. Yeah, so that's all I got. I don't know. I feel like I was talking so fast, but I couldn't be talking so fast to be 23 minutes in to just finish. But I appreciate you guys. I'm so sorry that it's so late again. Slightly earlier today than yesterday, but still, I'm sorry about that long day. I hope that you guys bear with me. I appreciate your patience and your support. Every view, every like, every comment. You know, you guys don't have to do that. I say this every video, but there are so many people that talk about these shows that you can watch. You do not have to give your time to me. You do not have to engage with me, but you choose to, and I am eternally grateful. You have no idea how much doing this has meant to me over the past month. I hesitate to think of what I would feel like internally had I not had this outlet. So I appreciate this relationship we have. Thank you guys so much. I do this every time. I just keep talking. Y'all, it should be used to it by now. All right. Live long and prosper. Thank you.